I'm a whole person, but a broken man figuring out the pieces of my self-reflection, 'cause every shard is a message guided by self-reference. Although my preference was a battle cry for harbored feelings, always believing that my difference is my greatest weakness, never to be explored for the sake of an image. Presentable, that I know what I'm doing in any given situation, approachable, in fact, that in the presentation, I only showcase the greatest aspects in appearance. To be present, like I know how to live in the moment with my presence shining brightest, as I'm reading room temperature to be distinguished. But the best way to establish my greatest strength is breaking down, dissect, admit to what the core being of my existence represent. First one reveals creation of true quality that's yet to release in full capacity. So little by little, I let the work speak through me, whether I say it or not. The first impression makes many. The second opens the gates to sensitivity to be in tune with my feelings, the real emotions pouring out of me. A strong stance, a brave face is but so much shielding from the experience of vulnerability. Tears brings the clarity to circumstances that seem unclear. When I allow the truth to settle in, that's how I really hear. In order to be here, the third unveils the warrior I carry inside once I've realized my power in my words and in my actions. That the words are led by actions to say apologies, plans to make my life worth living once I follow through and prove that I ain't a mistake to being living proof. Lead by example. So here's a sample of the fourth, the rising curtain to the world stage as I'm performing theatrics when I'm as passionate to get my point across while I took the time to process knowing that time comes at a cost. That's why to manage myself better, I gotta have a better payoff for my send-off. The setup gotta be the hook. As the fifth uncovers the first page of my book to be the synopsis of my best and worst hits, the drama that thrives from the ignorance gets the most attention, while the positive content on the table's overlooked again, shoved in the deep subconscious till that recovery surfaces. Gotta push through the sixth seal. Angers took control. Broke out at the most opportune moments of misfortune, heated arguments from disagreements from the past to the more recent. I was close to harming myself severely, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, because I hold in so much that it just bursts out of me when push comes to shove in the circle of trust. Since I've been deceiving one too many times as such, that my truth is hard to take seriously, and not considering one's feelings on the receiving end. I befittingly became the square. So frequently, being on the same page seemed few and far between. How can I try to reason when someone's mind's been made up already? As painful as it is for me to say this, I know I can be hard-headed. I know I can be stubborn. Try to get the last word. Try to reassure. Try to be as calm as possible while I'm about to boil over. The frustration, the pushback, the passive aggressive, the flare-ups, the talkback, me on the defensive. I don't like being put on the spot as if I'm being interrogated. I don't like hearing the truth about myself from voices outside my own. I don't like being read for filth even when I've done and laid in my dirt. I don't like being told what to do repeatedly like I'm still a child. I don't like thinking or just feeling as if I'm a failure to launch my steps of success, starting from the small to stepping towards the big decisions. That what I'm afraid of most of all is that I can't ever be trusted, dependable, reliable to me and all those around me. Sounds like never, By the way, I'm speaking as if I'll forever be looked at as the liar in question. And yet, my good intentions hasn't fully been tapped in. 'Cause my seventh as the portal to love and acceptance, that I still have potential to make good on my promises. I just have to be consistent to do better with these lessons, that after going in depth of my proper diagnosis, I'll have these notes already written. Communication still needs work, but I'm trying. I ain't got room in my heart for hate. So when I pick up this mirror, I'm meant to master the art of correlating the incorporation of the remaining glass of my conscience and not adapt the practice of two-facing. For me, it ain't chance, it's faith. Amongst all the mind-bending, trippy, barrier-breaking, stargazing, punch, dimension-hopping aesthetics. Strange, isn't it? That each of these dimensions of me has been more than just a 3 to 5 act story. More than just the trifecta that makes a well-rounded, well-written character. Everything about me says so much about me. The ups and downs, the good times and bad. Without these, I ain't really experiencing life as I should be. My purpose is to make peace with the pieces of me that makes me whole. No shortcuts, no cheat codes. Just my prayers to hold on to hope.